Good day, viewers. My name is Nicole Thomas, a student of the Chartwood Teachers College. Today our focus will be on volunteerism. With me is a special guest who will give you a brief introduction of herself and the community which she's from. But before she introduces herself, I'll give you a little definition of volunteering. Volunteering, according to the Oxford Student Dictionary, means to give or offer to do something of your own accord without being asked or forced to. Now I am going to turn over to my special guest who will brief you on herself and her community.
Thank you for having me. I'm from the community of Denhamtown and I'm Andrea Mary. Thank you for having me today.
Welcome to our program, Miss Mary. Now I have a few questions to ask. In regards to the people in your community, what are some basic needs that you observe since this pandemic?
Well, some of the basic needs that I see persons, having challenges in my community are like food, and there are persons who are laid off from their jobs. So basically, I have persons who are out of a job now, so that is one of the basic needs.
Okay. Now, what are some challenges persons you may know is facing since this COVID-19 reached our shore or is in our little island Jamaica? What are the challenges? What are they?
Well, there are the challenges that I've observed. I have a friend, I don't think she'll mind me calling her name, Michelle, who since the COVID, you have persons who are at home. So we have more than normal persons who are at home who will have this water area where persons would go to catch water, and I find this as a challenge. She has like anxiety attack because of her wanting to, stay away, or the social distance thing. She doesn't want to go around other persons, and so just by going there, it poses a problem. She doesn't want to be there with everybody. It poses a problem of her having this anxiety attack, and so sometimes she doesn't catch any water, so she would be out of water for half the day because of this COVID. And even the older persons, you have older persons who maybe most of them are domestic helpers, and because of the age limit they're forced to stay home. So that's another challenge. They probably would probably go down even to the market and get some produce, and because of the age they are forced to stay home. So I see that as a challenge for the older folks.
Quite understandable, Miss Mary. Those are a real challenge. Okay, now the last question I want to ask. What are your experience? What are your experience that you're facing this COVID? Tell us, let the viewers know what some experience, maybe if it's not you, it could be someone's, but tell us that experience.
I messed up it. Well, with this COVID, there are advantages and disadvantages of the whole experiencing of the COVID-19. Let me start with the bad. Well, if you think it's bad, in my community, persons, I would say probably, 70% are not adhering to the whole mask thing. So whenever I'm going out and I'll wear my mask, it's as if I'm an alien. or I'll go on the road or in the taxi and persons are there coughing or pushing up themselves or saying to you, this is just a myth, you know. And the good part about it is that based on me being somebody who loves to help, and I'm very passionate in terms of even the old persons, I am getting the opportunity to really help them. So we'll leave from church and we'll do, you know, volunteer and go to the homes, carry lunch and spend time with them, probably comb hair or such delight. So it has its good and bad, and I'm really hoping that it will, you know, eventually pass soon.
So, Miss Mary, thank you very much for sharing your views and experience since this COVID-19. I too want to share my experiences. For me, volunteering, I am all about volunteering because I am a part of a church club, and we meet every Sunday where I take my time out to meet with those children from 3 to 17, and these children are children from the community. We go out, we recruit them, and our club, we go to different homes like the Golden Age home, the children homes. We do Labor Day project, we clean up the beaches, and we do all of those stuff. So that's volunteering is all about. However, let me zero in on what we are all about since this COVID. I was so touched by a group of parents who were so involved. When I heard, because we have a parent group, when I hear their plight and parents say they will give money and they will do care package and all that, I was so touched, and I feel good that these are some parents and they are not even working. They are not working parents, and yet still they said this is the way to go. I was so moved, and I did make a contribution to that, although I am not being paid as though I used to before because of this whole COVID. So I really applaud them. I also make monetary contribution and groceries I give to persons who are old and are at home and are not able to come out. The issue is poor management and care at the Golden Age home. The 3-step action plan are management team, hygiene, nutrition. Management team, that's the first one that we'll be talking about. It is very important to have a group of qualified, committed, effective and experienced set of people to manage the overall running of the Golden Age home. Secondly, hygiene and care. Caregivers should be trained and given proper instruction of what is expected of them. They should also be given proper gears to effectively carry out their duties. Thirdly, meals and nutrition. There's also the consideration of whether the foods will interact with their medication or cause specific ailment to become worse, such as high blood pressure or diabetes. Anyone handling grocery shopping, meal planning and food preparation should work side by side with a nutritionist. Thank you for watching. It was a pleasure sharing with you.